Now, to understand the key elements that define self guided learning and emphasize the importance of being in control of one's own learning journey, we want to begin by defining self guided learning. You must be in control. You are in control. So now let us fully understand that. Self guided learning, we are saying, is the fundamentally about taking the reins of your own education journey. What it means is that it starts with initiative. You have to decide what you want to learn and how you want to learn it. This is very important. Once you skip this, then you're going to miss out the other important aspects. This involves planning your path by setting the clear goals, achievable goals. Never skip planning your learning path by setting clear, achievable goals. Instead of waiting for someone to hand you the curriculum, you actively have to seek out the resources that will best aid your learning. Now, a vital aspect of self guided learning is actively assessing your progress. Now, this is not just about you being alone and looking for those items. It's about learning with intention, being intentional about what you want to achieve, aligned with your goals and your aspirations. Now, you're not isolated per se, but instead you want to leverage tools like AI to keep you on track. So then what I'm saying is that by using AI, you can find relevant resources, test your knowledge of understanding, and then track your improvement over time. Now, the key being a successful site, a key to is motivation actually from within yourself. Because you need to be your own cheerleader. You need to be the world, not only for learning. You must be able to be your own cheerleader to succeed. Now, continuously reflecting on your progress and identifying areas of improvement. What that does is that the internal drive is what propels you forward, encouraging you to learn more effectively and enjoy, because this is something that you have intentionally accepted, intentionally pursuing. So you're going to be more effective and enjoy the process. Now, let's consider maybe a professional photographer who wants to translate videography. What do they do? Instead of them enrolling in a formal course, they might also consider using online tutorials or forums and AI powered editing tools to learn the new techniques so that they set their personal project goal and then be able to assess their progress through self created video projects. Now, I'll tell you of my own personal experience. When I first started using AI, it overwhelmed by a number of volumes of information available. However, by setting specific goals and regularly reflecting on what I had learned, I was able to maintain the focus and progressively improve my skills. So now it's becoming more and more confusing and a lot of information about these AI tools now. And that's where now you must be able to learn from this experience and be able to set your own specific goals and reflections. This approach will allow you to actually confidently expand your knowledge in the areas that you might feel you're not sure about. So now, what I can advise you is that for self-guided learners, you have to be able to review and adjust your learning goals periodically. This is important. As you progress, your interests and the requirements of your field may also change. So you must be able to stay adaptable to ensure that you're on the same path and you are able to succeed. So the key is ongoing success. Now, when we look at what we have already talked about here, a common mistake one would make is setting overly ambitious goals without a clear path. So to avoid this, you need to break down your goals into smaller, manageable tasks and set realistic timelines for completion. Now, trying to reflect on a time when you took the initiative in your learning. What strategies did you use when you used that initiative? And how did that impact your progress? Now, be sure to take a moment here, pause whenever we're having these reflections and jot down whatever you have to jot down so that you are reminded. This is particularly important for you to really understand and be able to create fulfilling and achievable goals. So then what I'm saying here is that self-guided learning will empower you to tailor your educational journey to your own unique needs and aspirations. And that is going to foster both your personal and professional growth.